it's all over.
Let's get out of here. You can tell me what they said on the way home. I can't stand the smell of hospitals.
I'm not going home. They're admitting me straight away. Apparently the bump on the head has given me a clot on the brain, and according to them, I'm a walking time bomb. I could keel over any minute.
How is she?
I'm sorry if I upset you on the phone.
You said a brain hemorrhage.
She's being operated on now.
It's because of the accident at Mumbai, isn't it?
Yes, she's had a lot more headaches and dizzy spells since she let on. It would have been far less serious had she seen about it straight away.
Well, there's no risk, is there? I mean, the operation's major, sure. But she'll be okay, won't she?
The doctors say there could be complications. There's no point in worrying about that now.
How's she taking it? She's not used to being sick.
She's pretty rattled at first, naturally enough.
You can see her now, Mr. Hamilton.
This is Mrs. Armstrong's daughter.
Are those her things?
Yes.
You might like to unpack them into her bedside cupboard. She is rather tense. A calm approach would help.
Yes, of course.
It's my fault, you know. The accident.
That sort of thinking is only going to upset you, and it certainly won't help your mother.
Oh, I hope you brought me something decent to wear. I don't think this is really me.
Oh, I don't know.
How ridiculous not being allowed to go home and pack for myself.
I've brought everything you need.
New experience for me. Never been in hospital before. Never even had my tonsils out.
One of those disgustingly healthy people, eh?
Yeah, up until now. Oh, I did have to drain a blistered finger once. I suppose it's more or less the same thing, really, isn't it? Just draining off a bit of blood.
That's right, and I bet you lap up the fuss they make over you.
Make a change being waited on hand and foot.
I am very grateful, darling. I think it's important the board is told privately how I feel.
Oh, I don't mind.
A chance to show the Rambo crowd you still have some authority, eh?
It might help them to forget about my stint as a filing clerk.
Well, you make them sit up and take notice. Oh, and if you see Paul, you can let him know what I think about his interfering.
Be nice to see him told where to get off.
I'm working on it.
So you turned over a new leaf.
Only with the people who've stood by me.
May I come in?
Hello.
Well, this arrived at the base, so I thought I'd drop it in.
What is it?
Open it and have a look. How are you, Wayne?
Good. And on my way to Sydney. I'll give the Rambo crowd your love, Mother.
Yes, do that.
Right.
Oh, Martin, that's beautiful.
Well, when we were having dinner the other night, you said how much you liked sarongs. So as soon as I got home, I rang up an old mate at Butterworth and described it to him, glowingly, I might add, and asked him to buy one he thought might suit you. And he sent it down by transport. Being in the Air Force does have some perks.
You shouldn't have gone to so much trouble, but it's lovely, thank you.
Well, how about you show your gratitude? Well, I haven't sampled your cooking yet. What about an invitation to dinner?
My God, you're pushy.
We're not getting anywhere by waiting.
All right, what night suits you?
When does Wayne come back?
Tomorrow.
Tonight, then.
You, me, and John?
I rather had in mind just you and me. I'll see you at 6:30.
I better get back to work.
What a slacker.
Why?
Sneaking off from work every lunchtime.
You were sneaking off for?
I thought you were leaving.
Can't get my hands off you.
Good an excuse as any, I suppose.
I better go. What are you doing in Savo?
I'm visiting Patricia.
Girl talk, eh?
Well, we get along okay. I don't know about girl talk. She's still sort of the lady with all the money. In a way, I'm surprised she doesn't want you to be with someone more acceptable.
I think Prue Armstrong cured of that sort of thinking. Put yourself down sometimes, you know.
How?
I was thinking Patricia would even look at it like that.
Oh, come on. I remember when she was freaking out about you and Angela. Mind you, when your son's in love with his sister, I suppose any other girl would be more acceptable.
Crazy times, wasn't it?
You know, I was in love with you even then. You didn't even know I was alive.
Needed my head red, didn't I?
I'll be bowling underarm. Useless doing it properly.
Very good. We'll stick to our guns on that. It's the only hope we'll have of getting anyone out.
Remember last time, Jack was batting for about an hour. Big show off.
Oh, what am I getting the blame for now?
For being too good at cricket.
Makes it boring when one person gets a long run at batting.
I can't help it if I'm so good.
Oh, big head.
It's only meant to be a friendly game. I reckon we ought to have just so many hits each.
Oh, no. Tomorrow we play a proper game.
Well, we'll be using a tennis ball. We're not using a real cricket ball. It's too dangerous.
Women. You know that gear Angie gave me, love?
Your trendy gear?
Watch it. Thought I might wear it tomorrow. Is a shirt on?
It's in the wardrobe, but I would have thought you'd wear your old clothes to play cricket.
It's more of an outing, really, isn't it? Give us a go when my lunch is ready.
Won't be long. Never known Dad to worry about his clothes before.
Oh, he probably just wants to show Angela that he does wear them.
I thought of asking Wayne to come along. The way John and Angela feel about him didn't seem a good idea. Probably best to keep it just the family.
Yes.
I'm sure Millstone still waits for Gail every morning. He sat by the gate till 11 this morning, and you should have seen the look on his face when he finally gave up.
Rosie got a call from Gail last night. She seems to be settling in well.
Oh, good. Knew she would. Clive and Margaret are great. You'll have to take Gordon down there, Mum, once you're better.
Mindy, darling, I'm sorry, but I really think it's time that you and Gordon left now.
All right.
I know you're just trying to keep my mind off the operation, but well, I don't really feel like small talk. Besides, you've been here 3 hours already. I mean, it's silly just sitting here keeping me company.
If we want to.
Well, I'd be far happier if you just went about your usual business. You have a company to run, so go off and run it. You've wasted most of the day as it is.
I haven't got anything important on. I can stay.
Darling, I'd just really like to be on my own.
We'll come back tonight.
Why don't you both just wish me luck now? I won't feel like talking tonight. Besides, they'll have shaved my head and I really won't be a very pretty sight. And if I have to go through the whole rigmarole, I'd rather get it over and done with very little fuss. You know me.
Okay.
You don't mind?
If that's what you want. We'll see you tomorrow.
Love you.
Love you too.
Now go on, scat, both of you. And don't you worry about me, I'll be fine.
Fine. We'll be here when you wake up in the morning.
Don't expect me to be great company.
I love it. It's amazing that he went to so much trouble to get it. Air freighted all the way from Malaysia.
Oh, you must be getting serious.
Oh, no. It's just that he likes to make an impression.
I wasn't going to say anything, but it's pretty funny.
What is?
Well, I've seen the same sarong in the South Melbourne market.
You're kidding. Exactly the same thing. You mean he could have just popped down to the market and got it? Oh, he was so pleased with himself, too.
I'd love to see his face if he found out.
What are you and John doing tonight?
I'm working. I don't know about John.
He hasn't said he's doing anything.
No.
Good. I want to make sure he's here for dinner.
Isn't Martin coming over for dinner?
Yeah.
Wouldn't you rather be alone?
Oh, no. As I said, it's nothing serious. I think it'd be nice for John to spend the evening with us.
You don't think Martin would mind?
He's a little too sure of himself. Won't do him any harm to be brought down a peg or two, but don't tell him about the sarong. After all, it's the thought that counts. He'd hate it if he knew he'd gone to all that trouble for nothing.
Now the bail should be in there.
Probably right down the bottom.
So you were here?
Ron gave me a message when I got back from lunch.
Oh, yes, they're not arriving back from Sydney till
Yeah, it's okay. Dad's explained. It's fine.
Here, let me have a look.
No, I'll see it. It's all right.
Well, I'd better get started on the dinner and then head off to work.
Yeah, I get tired of having dinner without you.
Well, I've got tomorrow night off. We can have the whole day together.
There you go.
Ah, good on you. Oh, now we've got all the stuff out. We should get down to the park and have a practice. Getting good nick for tomorrow.
Sorry, I can't. I'm having dinner with Patricia and Martin.
Right. Well, I don't want to hold you up. Have a good dinner.
We're getting along fine. Shouldn't have mentioned Martin.
I'm a bit worried about the picnic, actually. I think David's going to try and make a big thing of it.
Be okay, won't he?
Try to make sure he is.
I wasn't expecting you for at least another hour.
I finished work early and thought it silly to sit at home twiddling my thumbs, so I thought I'd come and help you with the dinner.
You?
I'm a good cook.
Ah, must have changed.
I think I have in some ways, and for the better.
Yes.
You look lovely. That colour really suits you.
Oh, thank you. Your friend has good taste.
Of course, otherwise he wouldn't be my friend.
Seeing as you're here early, you can help by setting the table.
Buy all the cutlery.
Oh, there are 3 of us.
Who's the other one?
Jill's working, but I'm sure John will be here for dinner. I'll just pop upstairs and put on something more appropriate.
Well, eat what you feel like.
Thanks.
Oh, Wayne rang this afternoon. As soon as he heard about Mrs. Armstrong not being well, he wanted to find out about it. He wanted to let you know that he's very sorry.
I doubt Wayne has any real interest in Barbara's health.
That's not fair. He's always liked Mrs. Armstrong. He mentioned how she visited him when he was ill.
I got all that at Ramberg. He was leaving as I arrived.
I hope you weren't awful to him.
I wasn't exactly in the mood for him. Rosie, there are some things you don't know.
About Wayne?
No, Barbara. Her condition is much more serious than I've let on.
Oh?
She should have gone to the doctor earlier, but because she left us so late, the operations... Well, it's very dangerous. She could be partially paralyzed.
Oh, that's awful. A woman like her.
There's no saying it'll happen, but it is a possibility.
Oh, I'm sorry I had to go at you about Wayne. You've got enough on your mind. Still, I'm sure he meant well.
Perhaps.
I'll leave you to your sandwiches.
Rosie, it's good to have you around.
Oh.
Hello, I thought you were staying in Sydney overnight.
There didn't seem much reason to stay up there.
Come in.
Angela and Robbie.
No, Rob's off on a job. Angela's gone over to visit Mum and Dad.
Good. Just feel like someone to have a quiet talk to.
Sit down, I'll make some coffee. Didn't you have a very good day?
Lousy. Even managed to lose my good pen.
What was that?
No, I even managed to lose a pen Rosie gave me when I turned 15.
Oh, that's a shame. Sure you took it with you?
Yeah, always carry it on me.
Maybe they'll find it at Ramberg and return it to you.
Probably wouldn't bother. They made me feel like I had the plague up there today.
Who are they?
People around the office. Still, the ones I had to talk to seemed to listen. Mother should be pleased.
I wouldn't let the others bother you then.
My father wouldn't even talk to me.
He just ignored you.
I only saw him when I was leaving. He was out most of the day. A friend of his is sick. I tried to say I was sorry. He was too busy to talk to me.
Perhaps he was.
Yeah, sure. Not that I give a damn. Tried to do the right thing.
You'll be right.
I got to Melbourne Airport. I don't know. I just felt like coming here.
Always helps to have someone to talk to. Suppose I'm as good as anyone.
Yeah.
Someone to see you.
Thought we should have a talk.
It's going to be a long night for both of us. I've been trying to concentrate on work. It's hard.
Know the feeling. I was just wandering around the house getting on my own nerves.
I don't know why you both don't go in and see her. You'd probably feel better, and so would she.
No, Barbara was very firm about that. She didn't want us to come.
Mother's so independent. I don't think she likes us seeing her lying in a hospital bed.
She won't be the easiest patient in the world.
That's what I wanted to talk to you about.
I'll leave you to it. Now, you finish those.
You want to talk about Barbara?
Yes. I thought it'd be a good idea to get together and see how we can look after her when she comes out of hospital. As I said, it won't be easy. She's too independent for her own good.
I'm glad you think there's something we can do together.
You and Mother were... Well, I interfered before. I don't want to now. I'd be happy if she moved in here as soon as she came out of hospital. I'd like to be around as much as possible to nurse her, but at least you and she could be near each other.
Thank you. Means a lot to me.
Well, now all we have to do is get her to agree to be cared for. I'm telling you now, she's going to be the world's worst patient.
Peter and I managed to cook fairly reasonable meals. Nothing compared to tonight, though.
Oh, thank you.
Big whack, John.
Had a few heavy days at work, yeah.
And don't stay up on my account.
Oh, you don't want to go to bed just yet, do you, darling? Have some more coffee.
Silly to keep him up. He's had a hard day and needs his rest. We're only going to natter on. Off you go and get some sleep.
I wouldn't mind. Good night.
Night.
Feel like another run in the morning?
Meet you down there.
Good. Night.
Shouldn't have gone to bed with a guest here.
Well, I'm more your guest than his. That first time I came here, it's hard to believe you'd end up inviting me to dinner.
You were in a pretty savage mood.
I just wanted to set the record straight. I was stopped in my tracks when I saw you, though. I mean, you were a very attractive girl. But as a woman, you're beautiful.
How many sugars did you say it was again?
2. Why are you so on edge?
Am I? Oh, I can't take a compliment. That's my problem.
I'll have to work on that, won't we?
You don't have to pay attention to me just to keep in well with John.
You know that's not the reason.
I don't understand why you're doing it then.
I thought we'd explain that. You're a very beautiful woman.
Black with 2.
Thank you.
Ran Angela home. She's going for a visit.
Kevin told me. How is she?
Not too bad.
Kevin said Lynn called.
Yeah.
Be good to have her back tomorrow.
Kev's sure looking forward to it.
Yes, and I bet Fiona is looking forward to getting rid of your father, too.
How'd you guess?
What if he recognises Martin tomorrow and says something to Angela?
Well, there's not much you can say except that Martin used to live in the neighbourhood and fancied himself as a crash-hot footballer. It's a pity he didn't take more interest in cricket.
You don't have to prove anything to John, love.
Who's trying to prove anything?
Oh, come on, admit it. You're going to get Martin out for a duck if it kills you.
Well, you can't blame a man for trying.
As long as it stops there, eh?
Don't worry, love. I won't do anything that'll spoil the day.
I'll help with the dishes.
No need. It's just a matter of popping them in the dishwasher.
Then why not leave the clearing up and sit down and talk to me?
Well, Martin, it's getting a bit late.
Then we shouldn't waste any more time.
I think it'd be better if you left.
You don't really mean that?
Yes, I do.
Tonight you suddenly don't want to be alone with me now. What's happened?
You're taking things further than I wanted.
Well, what did you expect when you started seeing me again?
I just got over being ill. I wanted to go out and enjoy myself, and I did. But you're complicating things.
What you're saying is you want me to court you before you give in.
Oh, Martin, come on, I'm not 17 anymore.
No, but you're as attracted to me now as you were then, aren't you? So stop fighting it.
I asked you to leave.
Thank you for a lovely meal. Oh, I've never forced a woman in my life. Still, we'll get there, Patricia. You know we will.
Love is very strange. It can come and go.
It can happen when you are young or old.
When it comes from nowhere.